first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
That's another Broncos first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And James has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Murray now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Taylor. That one complete to Elliott. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he, as you talked?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Is the game at 14. Justin Tucker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. James has got it, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, this pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Down back at the 32.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A first down carry by Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This time Taylor will throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's got Fuller. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Open man, the tight end fails. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 at the 11-yard line.
Toss left to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Elliott.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyrod Taylor keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Broncos 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Murray buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
His kick is good.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 48 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. A carry here for the big tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking deep for Elliott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
On the tackle.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now from Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Taylor. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. win, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brought down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire
Thank you.